is Up for Grabs, a podcast where three unfiltered friends talk about anything and everything. And now, here are your hosts, Tracy, Kim, and Rachel.
Welcome to Up for Grabs. This is Rachel. I'm here with my friend Tracy.
Hi.
And Kim.
Hello.
Hello again, everyone. Today on Up for Grabs, we're gonna catch up with each other. I know you all out there think that we just sit and talk to each other all the time, and we know what's going on and what's going on in each other's lives and what's happening in general in the world. We don't.
No, we don't. We almost never talk other than this.
So we decided we were just going to do a little Galentine's Day catch up.
Yeah. Yep.
Tracy, what you got for me?
Well, let me start with, let me see. Oh, Toby Keith passed away. That was news today.
Today.
And I loved Toby Keith. He was unapologetically honky-tonk, redneck,
Good
fun.
old boy.
And, you know, a lot of it, not anything I would probably go for now, but in the 90s.
He was good drinking music.
He was good drinking music. We would go to 8 Second Saloon and line dance.
Yep.
And that
Really?
was fun. And
Did he do the red solo cup?
Yes.
I could still sing pretty hard to most of his songs in the car by myself.
That's why I told you I've been singing that "How Do You Like Me Now" all day, and my girls are like, "What?" Like,
the courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. There's some parts in that he had some
said
bumps.
things, and he, you know, I don't think he was cancelable. There, I said it. I don't think
Because he didn't care.
Because he didn't care.
Yeah,
That's true.
So yeah, so that one.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
I know. God love him.
I have a new favorite song, though that's not him.
Okay.
I heard it on TikTok. "Beautiful Things" by Benson.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Don't you love that song?
I do.
Like,
I'm gonna have to write that.
he's
I'm gonna
coming to
have to write that
Chicago
down.
next month, and I'm
Is
like,
he
am I
really?
going to go
So
see
wait
this
a minute.
25-year-old kid in Chicago?
His
Can I
name
come
is
with you?
Benson.
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone. I'm going to.
So what I gathered from TikTok is that he was on American Idol or tried out for American Idol and then quit.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, like he didn't go. He went through the process of auditioning and stuff and was, I think, accepted. And then he decided that's not really what he wanted to do, so he quit and just went out. And he's a young kid, scraggly hair and a mustache.
Okay.
But he's got a great raspy, like.
Okay. He just, like, I just think he's really good. If he wrote this song, which I think he did, he's just really good
Okay,
at, I think he's going to be huge.
Okay.
Huge, like.
So when's he coming to Chicago?
I'll have to look. I think it's in April sometime.
Ooh, it might be a road trip.
At a smaller place. Let's do that.
I've taken the girls to House of Blues to see like smaller acts, and like those are the best kind.
Yeah, this isn't like a big
Before they
one.
blow up.
Yeah.
Can you work on that?
I will work on that.
Definitely
That's
work on
seriously
that.
something that I would love to do.
Okay.
Because he also, we must be on the same side of TikTok on that, because I do know who he is, but it's that Beautiful Things. And then there's another song, I can't think of what it's called, but it's equally as good.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, he has another song and I'm like, okay.
And they showed him like sitting down playing the piano, like he really knows, like he's a musician, like he knows how to play.
Agreed.
Does he have the same type of song voice as like Noah Khan?
Yes.
Do you think? I was going to say no.
Really?
Like that kind of genre of music, I guess. More like, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Noah Khan. He seems really likable.
Oh my gosh, he's adorable.
He is adorable. But I just wondered if he, had this. Is he white or black? I mean, not that it matters.
He's white.
Okay, well, I don't. I'm really showing. I was thinking Benson, so I didn't know if he was white or black.
I bet Benson would love if we sampled it and it went even bigger.
Sample a little bit. Let me just hear his voice.
All right. Hold on.
We might get
Just
free
talk about
tickets.
something else.
I was going to say, I think we're going to get free tickets to his show.
When we download this one, we're just going to have to at him. Like,
Yes.
Yes, we're talking about how he's really, really good. He just has a lot of energy. I wouldn't necessarily liken him as, maybe it's because he was playing the piano and not playing the guitar that I
but
thought.
the same kind of like,
It's
just
not as
that
folksy.
song. Okay, not as folksy, because Noah Khan is
you're right.
folksy.
And Noah Khan, by the way,
He's adorable.
He is so funny. Like,
I follow him on Instagram.
Do you? So you see it? Did you see his stuff about the Grammys?
The Grammys fit. Oh my God! And he is. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shoot!
Okay, now you just ruined it.
It went out. All right,
No.
hold on. So, wait, I'm gonna
Okay, hold on. We got to go back.
He's real soul. He is soulful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna like him.
Okay, Tracy.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So that's
Benson.
beautiful things. Yeah,
Benson Boone. Go- Check
I
him
have a new
out.
song that I like, and you guys are going to think it's so funny.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't wait.
I'm a big Michael Bublé fan, and I follow him on Instagram. This is the only reason I even know anything about this. And he's got this new song called "Spicy Margarita" with freaking Jason Derulo. He was on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and it goes, "You're my spicy margarita."
Oh my God! You were singing.
I can't help it. It just spoke to me.
Bublé was saying that, or Jason
Yes,
Derulo?
you're my spicy margarita. And then Jason Derulo comes out, and it's this whole choreographed thing. No. Watch it. It's such a ridiculous name for a song, but it is so freaking good.
Jason Derulo.
Yeah. Who
So,
knows?
and, and Michael Bublé, he took time off because his son was sick, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
then now he's back.
He is
So-
back, and Michael Bublé. When you're talking about No Con, he is one of the funniest.
I love him.
He is so flipping funny. But this song, sorry, I sang.
It's okay.
Oh, we're
It
glad
made it
you
better.
did.
Sorry, I sang.
You might
But
be
it's-
opening for Benson here in Chicago.
But it's definitely worth. That's so funny when you said that, because I've been singing the Spicy Margarita song, and it's so dumb.
Well,
what a dumb name.
Here's the thing. I only think of Michael Bublé in terms of Christmas music. That's the only time I listen to his
Yeah,
music.
he's so good.
But I didn't know how funny he was until this week. Did you see that he was one of the captains for the NHL All-Star game? Like they had like celebrity captains.
No, I didn't see that,
Okay, so
but-
Michael Bublé.
because he's Canadian, so-
Yeah, so Michael Bublé and one of the real players was a coach for one team, and then Justin Bieber
Yes, I knew Justin
and Austin
Bieber was.
Matthews, and then two of the Hughes brothers were with Will Arnett.
Oh yeah, he's Canadian too.
And then Tate McRae, who is a popular young girl
Yes.
singer that I
Yes.
don't really know. I just know her name. She was one of the coaches with another player. But I was like, they showed Michael Bublé at this press conference, and I don't know if he really was taking mushrooms, but he said he didn't know. He got up in front of like the whole
He's
place,
ridiculous.
and he's like, well, I didn't think that was really that potent, but these mushrooms are, I'm like,
I doubt it, but he could be a comedian on the side.
Yeah.
He's that funny.
I had no idea.
Follow him on Instagram. It's worth it, and you will like the song.
What is it called again?
Spicy Margarita.
I thought she was getting ready to hit it again.
I tried to.
I really wanted to.
I tried to trick her. But Jason Derulo was the one that when we went to see him.
That was the Jingle Jam.
Yeah, we
he
went
was
to-
amazing.
Okay, so Jingle Jam was like.
We
for
had
like-
Jingle Jam in Maryland. My kids went
for
one
like
year.
the 12 to 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh, yeah.
He comes out. And it was kind of fun. Like I was like, oh, I kind of forgot. He had a lot of hits.
Yeah,
back in the
he's
early.
he's a trained classical singer as well, because he talked about
he
that.
did,
yeah.
and I thought his mom must be so disappointed. I know, God.
But he can move, and he's
But with each song he sang, Tracy, more clothes would come off. And I was thinking,
Yeah, I forgot he had
if
like
he
his
sings
shirt
two
off
more
at the
songs,
end.
this show's turning into something else. And there's like these 12-year-old girls here. I'm like, "Ooh, watch out, Jason. Yeah, it was getting hot in there.
All right.
Hot for the moms.
That's right. Thanks, Jason. Now I feel bad. You guys are into songs, and now I feel like I need to tell you, like, for you to discover some new artists.
Well, I'm excited about
let's do
Benson.
it. Yeah.
So
Okay, I'll work on it. I'll see if something jumps out in my mind. Benson. See, even if you would have asked me, I don't know if I would have thought of him, but that's exactly what I had been listening to.
what's the Teddy
Okay.
Swims? That's a big one too.
Oh, I like him.
That's
He's
he's very soulful as
Yes.
well. So
he sang with did you see him? He has like one. You know who he is?
No, I don't know.
It's some guy
Maybe.
that wears
I
a
probably
trench
don't know
coat and Crocs and like has a beard and wears a hat. He kind of looks like he's on the go, like he's going
I
somewhere.
don't know what
but
anything
Okay.
looks like. I know if you listen to XM on the radio, he's usually on channel 2 or 3.
okay,
like that's
well,
kind of
he
he's
had a really popular song, and he's very, very soulful. And
Yeah.
he went on the Kelly Clarkson show, and they sang his hit together.
Okay.
Well, anytime Kelly Clarkson does
She can sing anything.
She can sing anything. Yeah.
it made Teddy seem extra good.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I just know our friend Amber had said to me that was somebody that she was listening to a lot, and she said she loves him.
Well, the only other artist that I've been listening to a lot, and it's one of the people, Lily and I are going to that music festival at the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Innings Fest. I think it's like in Tempe, and I think the premise of it is that baseball season's starting. So
Yeah,
they call
it's
it
like
Innings
spring training.
Fest.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Oh,
so
okay,
Spring
that makes
training
sense.
starts like that weekend. Anyway, but Hosier's going to be there, and Hosier is my boyfriend.
Was that your like?
That was what got me to say yes. We definitely need to go to that.
Okay. Rachel, you surprised me.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't pick you as listening. I don't know. I mean, I know a couple songs, but
He has
it's
the
a
voice-
very, very different voice.
He
Very
has
different.
the voice of an angel, and I just love him.
Who knew? I didn't.
So he's going to be there, and I'm excited. And well, guess what we have to listen to before he comes out? I can't believe this person. And this will sound. I'm sorry if I'm making fun of someone that someone loves dearly, but so Hosier's like the main guy, like the big act at the end of the day.
Better not be Corey Feldman.
What?
Okay, go ahead. Go on. I'm sorry.
Is he on tour?
Yes.
He does like get,
You have it? Okay. I'll send you a video. Go on.
It's, it's
I
bad.
thought you were getting ready to make fun of
It's
Corey
everything you
Feldman,
thought
and I
it
was
would
here
be,
to
but-
defend him.
Okay. No, I was. Thank you for coming to his aid so quickly. No, the second person on the bill before Hosier is Macklemore.
Oh, he's popping those tags.
I used to love Macklemore.
My God, I used to love him.
What is the one song? True Love, One Love. What is it?
All of them. It's
Some Love.
I don't, something like that.
Something
it's something
Love.
like, but
It was so good.
Oh my,
you're just trying to get Kim to sing.
that is crazy.
No, so I'm like, there's just a huge drop off because
Yeah, that's too.
I don't know if I would go see Macklemore in my backyard.
No,
I would.
you know what though? He'd be fun.
He is.
He does sound like it. I mean, he's got
But
some
the
fun songs.
second, like I
Yeah.
can see him like at noon, like you
Yeah.
know.
Wow, that's-
So it's he's that day, but one other band. Oh, one band from like the late '90s that I loved is going to be there. I didn't realize they were kind of on a comeback, and then I saw they're going to be in Indianapolis like by themselves, so that must be they're touring. Is Third Eye Blind?
I saw them at like a X Fest back in the day. Yes,
I
with
like them.
Everclear.
Ooh,
Was Third Eye
Everclear.
Blind, Everclear. I'm trying to think. Kid Rock. It was like one of the like
Okay.
alternative type music, but they were good.
Well, I forgot how much I liked them.
They were really good.
So I'm excited about them. And the main acts on the first night, and this comes back to one of the podcasts we did early on about like concerts that we've been to or ones that we would want to see. I'm checking my list. I said the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they are headlining the first night with Greta Van Fleet, who is another artist.
One of Lillian's favorite.
Yes.
Yeah,
so she's seen Greta several
Wow, that's
times.
neat.
But I'm been listening to a lot of their music as well.
Yeah,
so
to get yourself
if you
ready.
like Rush or Led Zeppelin, then you would like Greta Van Fleet because it's basically this teeny tiny man is the lead singer. He can't be more than 5'2". And he has the voice, like he opens, you think, oh my gosh, really? And he opens his mouth and like the biggest, highest pitched voice comes out of this kid. It's kind of impressive. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll give
They're
you
a
a
big
full
deal
report.
right now, so
Are
that'll
they?
be fun.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they're a big deal.
Yeah.
Just like Macklemore.
And Corey Feldman.
Well, now
Wow,
I'm
you
sad for
really jumped on the. I mean, you really like.
Because bless his little heart.
I know, he's had
he
a
didn't
life.
get to have a childhood, and like he's
I know.
living. He gets up there, and he is really good.
Gets up
And
where?
on stage? He is performing at small venues like a fair, county, maybe.
Does he do just covers, or does he have like? I mean,
Covers. I think they're
Yeah.
just covers. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Does he do Michael Jackson stuff?
Some.
No.
He wears his outfits are Michael Jackson esque. I don't know. He just
He's
hurts
always
my
vibed
heart.
that way,
He hurts
yeah.
my heart, and
God,
I
didn't
want
you
the
just
best for
love
him,
him,
and I
though,
want him
when
to
he-
get out there and
And you know what?
Corys.
He was the first person, and I don't know when this would have been, like early '90s, to blow the whistle on what's
know.
going on.
And
with,
nobody
with
listened.
kids in
and
Hollywood.
nobody listened.
And
listened.
And
everyone's
that's
like,
why I feel sorry for him.
Me too. Nobody listened to him.
and they painted him like he was crazy. And
a
I'm
liar.
sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure people behind the scenes did whatever they could. They showed him pretending to be Michael Jackson as much as possible so people
Yeah.
would never believe a word he said. But the poor kid was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a part. I'm team Corey Feldman.
Well, I'm never going after Corey. I just want
No,
to let you know.
no.
You're
Okay.
he
Absolutely
is
not.
safe with me.
all right.
I
so
will
if I hear you
protect
say
him.
it'll be good. Okay.
Which kind of goes along with what I was talking about. I was talking about the NHL All-Star game with Justin Bieber being there as one of the things. He's another person that I will defend for no real reason to my death. I feel protective of him like his mom.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody about it, and I'm like, did you see him at the All-Star game?
He looked
Did you see
so
him?
freaking happy. Maddie showed me like footage of him because I know that he's been very open about mental health issues. And you know what? He was like, because he was happy. You don't ever see him smile.
No.
I mean, and he was performing. Maddie was showing me the different, he
did a private show.
You could tell that he's in a good place.
And it made me happy. And I'm like,
He's so talented.
I just think that...
I will defend him too. When we went to go see his movie, and that's when I fell in love with him. And then just to see everything's... You knew you could see it before it happened.
Yeah.
That was going to happen. But
but for some reason, as Tracy holds a soft spot in her heart for Corey Feldman, I too hold one for Justin Bieber. I want the best for him.
Yes.
And he did. He seemed giddy happy. So if you haven't seen any footage from Justin Bieber at the NHL All-Star game, you should look it up because
it's worth watching.
It's delightful. And I guess he gave like a private show at some club for all the All-Stars, and I saw a clip from that too. And his performance was really...
Wow. Yeah.
He looked happy.
Okay.
So just in case you were worried about him, he's okay. For now, he's okay.
What do I have next? Netflix. There's a show called Louder Milk. Louder, Loudermilk.
One word?
Yes. And it's someone's last name.
Oh.
Very entertaining.
Okay.
A little bit irreverent. It's basically around a AA type group. And so all the characters are
hilarious.
Part of that. So good. Funny.
Louder Milk. Was there anybody in it that you recognized?
I forget the guy's name. Okay. Yeah. The main character's famous.
He was in Sex and the City as a boyfriend at one point. And he was also in Office. What's that?
Office Space?
Office. Yes.
Yeah.
He's in... Okay.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
So, very good. Also on Netflix, Love on the Spectrum season 2. If you have not seen season 1, see that.
Okay. I see it up on, like my things that I should watch.
Oh my gosh. It is developmentally different people in relationships. And
Who's the kid that I keep seeing on TikTok?
It is the purest.
Is there a kid named Connor or something?
I don't know which one that is.
Okay, I might have just made up his name, but he mid-20s, but the mom
Big
is
smile.
really and he breaks into a British accent every once in a while. Those videos were adorable, and it made me want to watch the show.
The whole series is amazing.
Okay,
it just makes your heart feel good. They're just, I don't know. I love it, and I can't say enough good about it.
I think that if everyone dated the way these young adults date, things would be less complicated because their filter isn't there.
Yeah, and there aren't any of these rules,
One of the kid that I was talking about, I saw he has an older brother or a younger brother, like a brother and the mom and the dad, and they show him talking about the date, and he's like, just so honest, like, I am just so nervous.
Yeah.
What if I don't like her? What do I do?
Yeah.
And the mom was like, well, then you just say, you know what? It was good to, and she walked him through it. But I'm like, he was handling it better than anyone that isn't on the spectrum handles it.
Correct.
And I'm like, we could all learn something from this. So
yeah, you have to watch Love on the Spectrum.
Okay, what else?
And I want to say, Netflix, they're doing us dirty, and you can only watch it in one household. They're like shutting down because you know how like your kids can log in.
Yeah, I think they've become very, very strict on the password
They become
sharing.
So they will. You can't watch it other places. You can't log in. It won't let you. It has to be at home, a home base. So I just got a message this weekend that Disney and Hulu are doing the same thing.
Because people
They're
are
all
sharing,
squeezing us out of this sharing thing. And people were like, well, what if I have a beach house and I go there for the week? Well, then
what if you're on the road?
It doesn't send you like a code to verify that you're there.
No.
It does. Like you can't watch it on the plane?
No. Well, yes, you can if you have it on something. Yeah, you have to, if it's a device that is mobile and you can sign in at home every 30 days and keep it renewed. But like a kid couldn't watch it on their TV.
They're not making enough money
just
to leave us alone.
And they're continuing to raise their prices.
And I say I'm going to do something and get rid of it. Probably not. But that's in theory, that's what I'm going to do.
I have too many streaming services.
Do you have any shows that you've been streaming lately that you like? I've been kind of on
a binge, and I go dark. So I'm just going to tell you, I go dark. I was not Sofia Viarga. She's in a new one on Netflix called Griselda, and it's a true story of like a mob boss.
I haven't watched it
and
yet,
at
but
first
it's on
I was
there.
like, oh, like it is so good, and it's a true story. And she plays a Colombian mob boss, so it's like the perfect. It's 6 episodes. It's a limited series.
Okay.
It's definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
I love the series True Detective on HBO.
Okay.
The very first season was with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. If you have not seen it and you want a thriller, oh my God, it's so good.
It's just called True
Detective. And I don't know what, they're each themed, so you don't have to
Right.
watch them all the same. Season 2 and 3 weren't that good. Season 4 came out with Jodie Foster, and it's called True Detective Night Country, and it's set in Alaska, and they're following like mysterious. It is so good.
Well, along those lines, series that I think are absolutely excellent, but you don't have to watch them. Like it's different cast for each one. Like they're not connected in any way. Is Fargo. This past Fargo, this last one, so good.
Yeah, I'm like 3 episodes in, but
It's wild.
It's wild, and the cute little thing on Ted Lasso
Yeah.
is the star of it.
Juno Temple.
Yeah, and she's amazing.
If she doesn't win something,
She's amazing.
so she goes from ditzy Ted Lasso British gal. That was my. I don't know if you caught it.
Yeah, I got it. We got
it. To Minnesota,
And she is,
farm
yeah.
lady,
Okay.
and she kicks.
She's good.
It's really good.
And then I have one last one because I think that it was like last year. So we have a local radio personality on 107.9 or 105.7. I'm sorry. Sean Copeland.
Okay.
Love him. And anything he recommends, I'm going to jump on it right. And he recommended a show on Hulu called Murder at the End of the World. And it's limited series as well. And it's like only 6 episodes, I believe. And it's kind of like a whodunit.
Okay.
And you don't really realize it with the first couple episodes, but then it gets you there. Emma Corwin, she's kind of an eccentric actress. I don't know really what she's been in. She dates Rami Malek right now. So she's got
Freddie
the real,
Mercury.
Yeah, real short hair.
Okay.
She's in it. It is so good. So props to Sean Copeland because anything he recommends, I feel like we have the same taste in things. So yeah, nothing lighthearted or funny. I just like the dark stuff.
Okay,
the stuff that keeps me hooked.
Oh wow, I just binged, and it was only because I knew Rod wouldn't want to watch it, so I felt okay just doing it. And it's the opposite of True
Yeah.
Detective. Like it's just dumb funny, but it's a show called Shoresy.
Haven't heard of it.
I don't know. If you say it's Pauly Shore, I don't know what I might.
It's not Pauly Shore. So
What is
some
it
people
on?
are going to be very upset. And I knew you were going to ask me that.
Well, you can go. I mean, we can
Google it. No, it's a spinoff of another show that I have not watched yet called Letterkenny.
Oh God, me and Joe watched that. I could not get behind it. Joe thought it was great.
No,
I couldn't get behind it.
I have not watched Letterkenny. Shoresy is a character, I guess, was in Letterkenny as the referee in the hockey games.
Yeah, I don't think I got far enough into
But I
it.
don't think that like he had a role other than like you could just
Yeah.
see like the back of his jersey.
Okay.
But it's him as an adult playing in like a senior hockey league in a small town, and just mayhem ensues. And it's, as a person that used to work in a small hockey town with people like that, it hit close to it was very true to form with what you get in small markets. And it's filthy. Like it's,
All right.
don't sit the kids down to watch it, but
Yeah.
I thought it was well done and really hilarious. But no, I have not watched Letterkenny, and when I've seen any sort of
it's really
scenes from
dumb
it,
comedy, and it appeals to. I just didn't.
I didn't get it either.
I didn't get it really.
Well, Shoresy wasn't like that, except for the fact that
It had a little
the
bit
guy
of a
in
connection.
it. Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, it's one last thing I forgot because Joe and I watched this weekend, and it'll appeal to anybody that grew up at this time. Watch The Greatest Night in Pop, which is an hour and a half
I wanna see
documentary
that.
on We Are the World. First of all, you will fall more in love with Lionel Richie than you ever have.
Not possible.
He's a great storyteller, and his memory, I swear, you'll get emotional watching it. It's worth, yeah.
Rob read me a thing, like
It's
a review of that.
excellent.
And I said, wait a minute. I didn't know they did a whole documentary about this. That's awesome.
And you think you know a lot about the background of it. It is so good. So
Did it explain why Dan Aykroyd was there?
no, but no, interesting. But there were some. Yeah. I know Michael Jackson. You either love him or hate him, and I know that he's got a lot. But I was most impressed with him in it, and just his professional. It was so good.
The review that Rob read me, the guy said, because they had like just raw tracks of Michael Jackson singing. He's like, I knew Michael Jackson knew how to sing, whatever. But when you hear these tracks that have not been altered in any way,
he's a genius.
He's like, he's brilliant. And I'm like, oh.
And I won't give anything else away, but you will end up being very frustrated with Stevie Wonder. So that's all I got to say.
Well, he can sing.
Joe read on Twitter somewhere that there's always a Stevie Wonder in somebody's group, and you will get it after you watch it.
Okay. Is it me?
No.
Rachel's our Stevie Wonder.
I can name some names that nobody would understand, but it is. But it's so good.
I do believe that conspiracy theory, though.
That he's really not blind.
Yeah.
I think he can see a little bit.
I think he can see a little bit.
That means you're not blind.
No, you can be legally blind.
That's not what he says.
Okay, I don't know what he says.
He has billed himself as the blind guy.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think he can see to some degree, but yeah,
But now I want to watch this thing to know why he's so irritating. But okay,
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll give that. What was it called again?
The Greatest Night in Pop.
Greatest Night in Pop. Okay. Tracy, what else you got for us?
Okay, so the next thing is a picture I'm going to show you guys that the people can't see, but it makes me laugh. I asked Samantha one night last week if she would come in and just cut an inch or two off the bottom of my hair because I just needed a little trim.
Okay, I'm not a walking tape measure, but that looks to be a good.
That's a good chunk. That's probably like almost 4.
It was at least 6 inches.
I was going to say 5.
Even more.
She has her hair up in a ponytail. Everybody.
I had my hair up in a ponytail, but
Because your hair was long.
But you know what? In her defense, I did that to Lillian's hair one time. Your hair has a bit of a wave to it.
And it's thick.
Yeah. And I cut Lillian's hair one time, not accounting for the bounce back.
Yeah.
And
it was
so bad that she had to go get it professionally fixed.
Because it gets so thick underneath, and it curls up. I know I don't have hair like that.
Totally fine, but I have a video after she showed me the first part. We were laughing so hard, and then she starts crying because she's upset that she's messed me up. I say, I don't care. I wear it up all the time anyway. Just keep going. You have to finish.
You can't leave it like that.
It's like I'm not doing it anymore. So anyway, it was all very hilarious, and it's fine. I wear it up all the time anyway. So that was funny. And then a new recipe. I have a new recipe.
Oh my God,
do share.
Okay, Julia Child, let's go.
Also got it from TikTok.
Okay.
I don't know how I got on this, but pastina.
Okay.
Is it baby pasta? Pastina?
It is. It's little bitty pasta. And apparently it's known as Italian penicillin. I don't call it that because I'm not Italian, or is it penicillin?
Or know anything about penicillin?
It's the idea of chicken soup, kind of, but it's super easy, but it's delicious. And you just use the little. Well, okay. So
when you're
I'll tell
talking
you what I
little
make
pasta, are you talking like the little square looking pasta,
like the stars, like little stars?
Okay,
little
my mother
little
loves
bitty
Italian,
things.
and she makes Italian soup, and I'm almost positive she uses
buy it
that
in a
pasta.
box?
For this.
It's amazing.
So for this,
It's a box?
It's a box, and to make it, it's 2 cups of broth or water to 1 cup of pasta. So what I would do is, and I'm going to give a quick recipe rundown. 2 cups water, like a tablespoon of better than bouillon or a couple cubes, whatever. Let that cook, get hot. Put in a tablespoon of butter, maybe. When it starts boiling, you put the pastina in.
Is it called pastina?
Yes,
like in the store?
there is one thing called pastina, but they may not have it. And if they don't, just get the littlest pasta you can find.
Okay.
You put your cup of that in there. You let it cook for 7 minutes. Stir it. Put in a little bit of good Parmesan Reggiano, whatever. A little bit of that. Black pepper, a little salt.
That's really good.
And then you cook it for 7 minutes, and then you take it off the heat and let it sit for another 5 with the lid on. It cooks perfectly. It's thicker than soup.
Yeah, because the pasta makes up for it. Yeah,
the pasta drinks in the flavor of the stuff. So good. You can top it with Parmesan. Some
Sounds
people
like a really good comfort food.
It is, and some people stir in a cooked or an uncooked egg while it's hot, and it kind of just adds protein, but it doesn't scramble it. But because you don't want it to scramble, but when you stir it in, it just makes it creamier. I don't know. It's my new signature dish. The kids love it. Okay.
It's your signature dish.
Okay, it's not really, but it's good. So that's my new recipe is pastina.
So pastina and bouillon and
a little bit of butter,
water and butter
and Parmesan.
and Parmesan.
Yeah.
And you could add, I'm sure, any protein to it.
Yes, you sure could.
That sounds really good.
It's a signature dish.
I have to try that. All right.
Straight from the
Do
kitchen.
you guys have any kitchen tips or things you want to do?
I wish I did.
I know. I act like well, I mean, I do love kitchen gadgets. Your sister had a Pampered Chef online party. I haven't ordered from Pampered Chef.
You ordered.
Like 25 years. I was so freaking excited.
What'd you get?
I got, I needed new measuring cups and measuring spoons. Literally, I was using like the dollar section ones.
Right.
They were terrible. I bought the Italian bread mix. Their bread mixes are really, really good. And then I bought garlic Parmesan seasoning.
Okay.
And
That was
then,
good with your-
and then
Yeah.
did you guys remember with Pampered Chef the quick stir pitcher?
Oh, yes.
The one that
plunger
has like
pitcher?
the plunger thing. Ours had cracked. I mean, like it was so old. They have kind of a new and improved one. Got one of those.
That's what I used for formula when the kids were little. I'd
Yes,
make a
I mean,
big
I love that
formula.
thing. Whenever we do like the Crystal Light or whatever, I don't
Yeah.
know, it's so good. And then I got free little paring knives because I ordered, like if you order, and then I got a cutting board because I used plastic, old plates, and I'm
Right.
like, that can't be like,
Why am I doing that?
why am I doing
Well,
that?
look at you being
I
fancy
was
with your
so
Pampered
excited
Chef.
when I got it. I was like, Pampered Chef. I mean, I love Pampered
The
Chef
only
back
thing
in the
I've
day.
ever bought from Pampered Chef, and I love, is that chopper, that pound chopper
Oh
thing.
yes, I still
Oh,
have
I
mine.
had that. I
Oh
still
yeah,
have that.
Remember
Okay.
and then the stone pizza things were really popular.
I never got one of those.
really
Pizza
popular.
stones. I bought when the kids were very little the apple core slicer
yes.
peeler.
Yes.
I think it was like $40. And I'm pretty sure that started an argument in my home because I spent $40 on an apple peeler.
I think that one of my aunts used to have one of those, and they're so fun. They
are
were
fun.
so fun to
you
like
turn a crank,
and it just like
and it spirals
peels
it. It takes it, peels it, spirals it,
Yeah.
and takes the core out all within
they still
seconds.
sell that.
It also sprays apple juice all over your kitchen, but that's neither here nor there.
All for
But
only
no, I
$40.
do love good old Pampered Chef. So I was excited because I see different people that I really don't know very well do those parties because it was all online.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'm getting in on this. Looking at them in, the
Well,
catalog.
now I feel bad I didn't even bother to look because I'm like, really? I don't like to cook, so
But
why
they
would
have
I?
a lot of just easy things.
I
They
didn't
have their
order
beer
anything.
bread. Is that what it is? Or they have they have like a
I remember
real-
that from
and
back in the
And I
day.
mean, really, really good. So they do. They have some things
Okay.
that they've come up. They're even better than they were before. I think as far as
The only thing, I'm trying to think if I've made anything. The only thing that I've been kind of messing around with in the kitchen is protein powder, trying to add protein to stuff. So like it's like a vanilla flavored protein powder, and it's a huge thing of it. So I'm like, how am I ever going to get rid of all this protein powder? And so like I've been adding it. I think it was probably on TikTok, but if you add it with, I don't know, a tablespoon of peanut butter and some honey and some chocolate chips, and some yogurt, Greek yogurt, you almost think you're having like cookie dough, but it's not cookie dough. It's just the stuff that I just said. And that was pretty good. And I thought, oh, that's one way.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to, I put it in my coffee for my creamer.
yeah,
Good.
I've heard of that too.
So
People doing that.
I mean, can you imagine all this protein that I'm getting?
That's good.
Is it? I haven't
Yes.
seen any results. I don't know what's supposed to happen, but I just know that I'm supposed to be eating more protein and have less carbs. And so that's what I'm trying to do.
I think that's very good. Have you jumped on the cottage cheese train that's going around? Oh,
I forget what it
in
is.
The,
Is
in
it
the
making it-
protein world? It is all the rage. Everyone is blending it,
Yeah.
and then using it to mix in other things.
Yeah, you can make different, like
I don't know what they
As
make.
a
dips and
substitute for
sauces
things.
and-
Yes.
I mean, I like good old cottage cheese, like
Yeah.
with a little bit of
Yeah.
pepper on it or whatever.
it's a polarizing thing.
You either like it or you don't because
Yeah.
it's texture. It's the texture.
Well, people
Steak
in
and
my
Shake
house-
had the best cottage cheese, but
People in my house get mad.
oh, mine too.
Like,
they think they don't
Cottage
even like
cheese,
to
like, are
look
you
at
mad
it.
at it?
They don't
Yes.
even like to look at it.
No, I am the only person in my family that will
Me
eat
too.
cottage cheese. And so when I get it, I just eat it out of the carton.
Put almonds on it.
Oh, I've never done
Like
that.
honey roasted
No.
almonds. Oh, it's so good.
I like mine with pineapple.
Yeah.
I like mine with pickles and tomatoes and then salt and pepper.
My mom used to put tomatoes and salt and pepper.
Okay. Well, I get that out, and you would think that I just detonated a bomb in my kitchen. People scatter. They're like, if you're going to stand there and eat that,
I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets so shamed on certain things.
Like, it's so gross. And you eat it out of the container, and it's just, I can't even watch. Can't even hear it.
Well, that is a very low on the glycemic scale, a good snack to have at night.
Yes,
it curbs your appetite. That is a very good snack.
Yeah,
Low
guys.
fat, high protein.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
stupid family.
yeah,
Take
stupid
that.
family.
So yes, I've been just trying to trick myself into eating more protein.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You should.
Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. It's supposed to curb your...
Those protein shakes, like the Fairlife.
The Fairlife are the best.
The Fairlife are the best.
like-
They sell them at Costco.
Yeah, and they're just like a normal bottle, and it's only like 150 calories, but it has like 30 grams
Yeah,
of
they,
protein.
they sell them by
I
the...
really feel like I'm starting my day when I do that. When I drink.
You know
one
what
of
I
those.
did that
Fairlife
when
is so good.
You know what I did once, which I don't think it's how God intended to use Fairlife protein shake. Is that it was the chocolate one, but I put it over cereal
I think that's genius.
My God.
as a milk idea.
It's so good.
It was
I think that's fine.
a treat.
Totally acceptable. Frosted Flakes, bring it on.
Oh God, I love Frosted Flakes. Don't talk about cereal. I'm so
Okay.
sad that it's bad for you.
It's not.
Hell yes, it is.
It's better
Talk
than
about
eating
your-
a Big Mac.
I don't know, with your glycemic index.
Well,
oh my Lord.
Cereal probably isn't the move, but I look at it as if you have a bowl of cereal at night with some milk, that's better than eating a donut. It's better than, like eating a bag of chips or
But
whatever.
it's not better than just shutting your mouth and going to bed.
I know. But I have a phobia. If I even feel the slightest bit hungry at night, I get like anxious. I'll have like a banana and peanut butter before I go to bed sometimes, just because I feel like that kind of.
Sometimes I feel like I can't fall asleep unless
Me
my
too.
stomach
It
is
gets
full.
in my head.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just start mainlining, just snorting the protein powder.
What's wrong with you?
I haven't seen people do that, but I might start a TikTok trend of me snorting protein powder because I'm just sick of
Do
trying
not
to.
attempt what she is saying,
don't.
listening
That
audience.
sounds really gross
you guys,
anyways.
you know I couldn't do that. It'd be too difficult. Tracy, what else you got? I'm excited about this pastina. I don't know.
Good. Shout out to Miley and Taylor. Taylor won Best Album. Miley won her first Grammy. And
I
it's
watched
all
the
about
entire
girl
show.
stuff, and I'm here for
The
it.
Grammys were really, really good.
Yeah.
What was your
Really
favorite
good. And a lot of these artists I don't like listen to on a regular
Right.
basis. Dua Lipa did really, really good.
I didn't see that.
I am not a Miley fan whatsoever. I think that she's talented,
Yeah.
but nope, I can't. I just,
That hurts my heart a little, but okay.
I'm just not.
I like her because she is talented. Like she can back up.
She is talented.
And
yeah.
I feel as though she's gone through a rough patch and maybe she's coming out
Yeah, I think
the other side of it now.
I think she's
can't
got her
tell.
own. She's her own Corey Feldman.
She's a clone of her
Only-
mother. Her mom
yeah.
was there with her, and they are clones of one another.
And I think there's an estrangement with her dad because
Yeah,
he's
I think
married
Billy
to someone
must have
very
done something
young.
bad, yeah.
He's
I think he
dating someone
married
like
somebody
her age or
from Hannah
married.
No, she was on Hannah Montana, I think.
Ooh,
That's
Billy Ray's
creepo.
kind of always creeped me out, but
America's
they're both
Dad.
remarried, I think. So
Yeah.
Did you see Tracy Chapman?
that's what I was going to talk about. I didn't really care for the song back in the day. I mean, I thought it was catchy, but she just wasn't my genre of music, and I'm not really into country these days. That duet made me like get chills and teary eyed.
Yeah.
And she looked amazing, by the way. She's
looks younger.
aged.
Yeah.
She looked younger.
She looked younger. She
I had to
looked
look up to
60
see how
pounds
old
lighter.
she was.
Like,
she
she
looked
looked good.
Her skin
Is radiant.
She looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know Luke Combs is it for everybody. And I, kind of was like, it was really good. And I love what the Grammys did. They did a lot of backstory, like where they interviewed, they were telling, he was saying why that song was important to him and why blah, 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 all this stuff. That was really cool.
He was deferential. Like he didn't try to steal the show.
Yeah.
No.
He was the right amount of into
and
it.
you could tell he was just in awe of her. So that was really cool.
I guess I didn't realize she hasn't performed live. I I didn't realize she's basically
God, she
made music and then never tours. Like it's like not her thing.
She was flawless.
Yeah.
And her version of it just hit number one.
I saw
and
that.
she was like,
She was freaking
She was
out.
freaking out because it didn't before. It wasn't number
Right.
one. I
It
don't
just
think
took
when
a
it was,
different generation of people to appreciate
Yeah,
it because
and her version just
it's a
went
really
number
sad
one.
song.
It is.
I mean,
But it's still-
that was so good.
Still
Yeah.
hits. I know that the one part I did see, I was happy that I don't know if I was happy, but the fact that Taylor Swift won like for album of the year, I was talking to Lillian about it, and Lillian's like, you know what? She's won that before for albums that I thought were way better than this one. She's like, I kind of think they missed it on that, and they should have given it. She had a choice she liked better, but she was just saying that she didn't necessarily agree with that. And then when Jay-Z got up at the end,
I can't even go there.
I don't even give him any airtime. He's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
Why was he up there? Was he presenting?
He won like some kind of icon award.
But
but then he went up there and ruined it.
Yeah,
and embarrassed his daughter.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
No, when he said, basically saying the Grammys are worthless because look how she's been snubbed.
It's kind of like the Grammys are kind of voted by like the same people that the Oscars are. It's not fan based. But you know what? It's music professionals that vote on it, and I don't know.
I get that he has a point, but he didn't have to say it. No. I think everybody knows that it's biased.
Oh, for sure. And I want to say that the reason I was happy for Taylor is based in petty. For all those people that are having a cry fit over her being shown on the football games with her boyfriend, the fact that she won something else during all of this when they're hating on her, that's why I'm glad she won. Not because I don't even know what songs are on that album.
It's brand new because my daughters were convinced it was Reputation, her version of the album, and she surprised everyone. I guess like the Twitter
no, she's talking about the one that won. So it was Midnights.
Yeah, the one from before Midnights. The one
Midnights.
Not
I was talking about the new one that she has. No, good for her.
Yeah.
If it's such a double standard, if they were looking, at a guy, I don't know.
Well, and I
don't know why people hate on her. She's brought nothing but positivity to the NFL as far as I'm concerned.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah. And people watch it because of her, and she's in love. Let her be.
Yes. Well, and did you watch the game when Jason Kelsey took off his shirt in the box?
Yes.
Watching. My God. I could not love him more. And he was living his best life.
I'm in love.
I love them. I love them both.
The interview I saw after the fact was, hey, Jason, did you tell your wife that you were going to do that? And he's like, yeah, I told her that it was kind of heading that way. Because he was out in Buffalo. Those people are hardcore. He was out in Buffalo going table to table doing shots of whatever they were doing pre-gaming. And he's like, well, I can tell you now my shirt's going to come off. And she's like, Jay, she'd like been here before. Like this was not the first time he's taken a shirt off drunk.
The brother love that they have. It's just,
yeah, if you don't
love it, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so me too.
They have a popular podcast called New Heights. Probably not as popular as this one, but maybe we could promote them and make them a little bit more famous.
Yes.
Yeah. You got anything else for me, Tracy?
No, what I have left to say is, as our Galentine's Day episode, I have been thinking about friendship, and I was telling my kids, one of them recently, that we all didn't meet until we were right close to 40, I think.
Late 30s.
And so I reiterated the fact for my kids that friendships, sometimes they run a course. Sometimes, you have friends for a period of time. Yep. People fill different spots in your life for different times. And if you're going through a time when you maybe don't have a lot of Galentines in your life, that doesn't mean that you won't next year, and that you won't maybe work with someone who becomes your best friend.
True.
Or you end up moving and your next door neighbor is your best friend. I mean, there's lots of opportunities. Just because you're not best friends with someone that you used to be, or 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you went to high school with,
correct,
you used to work with, that all that changes.
It does.
I'm dropping you guys and I'm getting new friends.
I was just kidding. I was wondering if this was a resignation.
I really thought you were going to tell us how much you loved us.
I am.
Teasing.
And what I said was, though, based on, because like they would say that you guys are my besties.
Sure.
And they're basing that on what they know from their life and not the course of my life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And again, you are. I don't, I still am friendly on social media and stuff with people I went to school with. But, and at that time I thought they were my best friends and they would never not be. And you know what I'm saying?
Life happens.
And then life happens and things change and you can just, so anyway.
And I think along those lines, because I've felt this, instead of feeling like those friendships were failures, they're not.
No.
I just feel like even if you were very, very close with someone and you're not necessarily super close with them anymore, they were just as important. They were in your life at the time when you needed each other.
Absolutely.
And there's no shame in it changing. It does.
Yeah.
And also I want to say, I was so stupid at 35 or whenever I met you guys that I was like, I don't want any more friends. I'm done. Like, I think it was overwhelming
it
for
can get
me.
exhausting when you're we were kind of in a parish community. And it's a lot of keeping up and wanting to be
putting
invited
yourself out there
and
again.
putting yourself out there or in coexisting in like different groups that you're in.
I just basically remember saying, I don't need any more friends. I'm good with what I have. And that's an immature way of going about it.
Yeah, I think I feel like you two are my very best friends, but like I have a work best friend that I worked with, Carissa, in a pivotal time of my life.
Yes.
And I have girls that I keep in touch with that I went to high school with that I feel something about high school. You can not talk forever. You're bonded to them. That's such a crazy part of your life. And then I have the friends that I needed the most when you're lost and you're new to it. I don't know. Yeah.
They're all good. And so if anyone out there thinking they don't need any friends or they don't think they're ever going to make another friend again.
No,
it happens.
Life will surprise you.
It will.
I think people are meant to be in your life at certain, like exactly what you said. Like people come in your life and leave your life for a reason.
Right
it's not a failure.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to leave.
Well, bye.
I really thought you were announcing your resignation. I thought she was reading a formal letter of resignation. It's turned serious.
It's time for me to turn the corner.
I've made new friends.
I'm sorry.
You scared me.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, then everyone out there needs to hug their friends and be happy for what they have and what they had, and know that there's always room in your heart for a new friend.
Aw.
Thank you so much for joining us on this. This would be our third Galentine's Day.
It is.
Podcast. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to have you listening next time. See ya.